Here's why the Bible can't be true, part 2.
All right, let's see what you got.
God claims to be present, yet hell is a place without God.
When the Bible says that God is not present in hell, the Greek word used for presence is prosopon, which means to be relationally close to one another. Now, obviously, God is not relationally close to those in hell, but in the words of St. Thomas Aquinas, God is present in all things by his power, inasmuch as all things are subject to his power.
Jesus promises that those who believe in him can perform miracles in his name, but if you asked any Christian you knew to perform a miracle right now, they would fail to do it.
Yes, but then 1 John 5:14 clarifies that to ask something in Jesus' name is to be in complete accordance and submission to his will. Therefore, if someone has a lack of belief in Jesus Christ, they will not be able to perform miracles on the spot. In other words, as James 5:16 tells us, the more righteous you are, the more powerful your prayer will be. And that's why we see so many holy people performing more miracles than less holy people.
God in the Old Testament commands Moses to slaughter his enemies. Meanwhile, Jesus preaches to love your enemies. But I thought God was unchanging.
Well, first of all, Jesus himself said that the Old Testament was intended to be harsh because of the hardened hearts of people who lived during that time period. But as far as the changing of God's essence goes, you are confusing the substance of God with the product of his substance. God can change how he interacts with the world without changing his essence. In the same way, I can make multiple videos on different topics without changing who I am. If you want to know more about that topic, I highly suggest that you read Summa Contra Gentiles books 1 and 2 by St. Thomas Aquinas.
The Bible says salvation only comes through Christ alone. But God took Enoch to heaven just because he liked him? Was Christ necessary or not?
Jesus is God. So when God took Enoch to heaven, it was through the power of Christ. So yes, Christ is necessary. I just don't even understand what your argument is here. To quote Psalm 53:1, the fool says in his heart that there is no God. Therefore, repent of this evil and stop acting so foolish.